Hi, welcome to the OPC UA connectivity demonstration featuring InduSoft Web Studio version 7.0, a complete HMI and SCADA software solution. Before we get into the OPC UA demo, I want to talk a little bit about who is InduSoft. We're the first HMI and SCADA package to be available on Windows CE, not only on desktop and server editions, but again, Windows CE, and to be architected to support across all those operating systems. We've been an OPC Foundation member since 1998, and in 2010 we won Engineer's Choice Award from Control Engineering magazine. InduSoft Web Studio is an easy-to-use HMI and SCADA solution offering advanced graphical capabilities along with database connectivity that works with any relational database. And it's unique in offering a web solution that can be deployed on servers and desktops and embedded versions that support connecting any device to any network using any data. Using built-in drivers, we have over 240 built-in drivers, or connectivity to other communications options such as OPC UA. By using OPC UA, InduSoft Web Studio can communicate to ERP and MES systems, talk directly to PLCs that implement OPC UA, or communicate to any third-party device or application implementing OPC UA. So now we're going to show you just how easy it is to use InduSoft Web Studio to connect to an OPC UA server across the real-world internet. I'm going to end up adding a volume indication to this wastewater treatment screen that reads a value over the internet using OPC UA. So the first things that we're going to do is we're going to go to this communications tab, and we're going to add a connection to a server. Well, let's see. This will be OPC UA server. And because I don't know the server or the endpoints, I'm going to use a discovery server. So I'm going to put in the address for the discovery server, and when I click on load server list, it'll give me all the different servers that I have been able to find using that discovery server. I'm going to choose this one provided by a third-party company called Unified Automation. Not affiliated with InduSoft, but they were good enough to loan us access to their server for this demonstration. You can see here now that it has populated that endpoint in, and that we have options for security for username and password. We even have the ability to add certificates in to get a greater level of encrypted security, again, across the real-world internet. So now that I've established this connection with this server, I'm going to click on OK. And now on the OPC UA connections here, I'm going to create a connection via this OPC UA client using the server connection that I just set up a moment ago. You can see here that we have ability to put tag names in for status, and I'm going to set this up for a publish rate of 500 milliseconds. And now we can browse to their server. Again, browsing across the real-world internet. And I'm going to take a look at, let's see here. What's a good one? Let's go to counter 1. You can see this browse connects to the server and shows me all the different variables and tag names and things of that nature that I have access to over on their server. Now I'm going to add this in as, we'll call this volume. And when I add that tag name in, what this is doing is providing a connection between this item on their server and the tag name within InduSoft Web Studio. When I tried to click on that, it tells me that the tag name does not exist in InduSoft Web Studio, and I can create these on the fly, or I could have set them up ahead of time. In this case, I'm going to create it on the fly. I'm going to create an integer tag name called volume, and this is the glue, so to speak, that ties this server item to this volume. Now I can go ahead and close this and save it. And we'll save that as sheet number 1. Now back here on the water screen, what I will do is add a text object that says volume. And maybe this will be displayed in gallons. And now once I have that piece of text on the screen, I can go into the properties and I can add what's called a text data link animation. We've made it easy to get right to that. We can do that via the toolbar or from that button right within the properties box. And here I'm going to choose the volume tag name that I just set up a moment ago. So that's here, and I'm going to use this object finder so I don't accidentally fat finger and make any mistakes. So I get that right in there. Now let's go back to the text. And what it's done is it's inserted some pound signs after that. Now, pound signs display values coming from that tag name. Now, I know that this particular tag name happens to have more than 4 in there, so I'll add that in there. And again, this volume tag name is coming from that worksheet that tied it to that server. At this point, I can go ahead and click on save this screen, and then I will run this application. I run this demo application, and now we can go into industries. You can see we have an oil and gas simulation here, automotive, wind energy, food and beverage application. I get to this wastewater treatment facility, and now you can see that the volume in gallons is coming from that remote server connection across a secure real-world internet connection, and that was extremely easy. For more information on OPC UA connectivity in InduSoft Web Studio and the safe and secure multi-platform connectivity that it offers, please visit our website at InduSoft.com or email us at info@indusoft.com or our other offices around the globe. You can even find more information on our Facebook page, on Twitter, or even on YouTube. Thank you and have a great day.